All right, guys, welcome to, you guessed it, the very next video. Inside this video, we're going to talk about the components of a sales page and what all goes into a sales page to actually get your thing sold. Now, look, like this video is going to be long. So if you have to pause the video, do it right now. Go get yourself a drink, take the dog for a walk, throw in some headphones, lay back, and enjoy this one because this one is going to take a while because there's just absolutely so much to cover on a sales page, okay? I'm going to do this in one video. I don't like chopping videos up and making like 50 different, like part two, part three, part four. Just if you can, watch this thing in its entirety and come back to this video if you have to. Like watch it in full first and then come back to it when you're actually putting the thing together, and then you can skip to the places like that you might need help on, okay? Now, first is first. If you do not have the sales page inside of your Rockstar funnel, like the one that either you opted in for or you purchased, if you don't have the sales page, this is only on the pro plans and higher, the pro and the elite level, okay? And again, it's only a few bucks to jump in and get this. If you use the link below, you can pick up the rest of the funnel and you can get all the pages and everything ready to rock and roll for you, okay? I just want to get that out of the way. If it's missing, that's why. And you can simply just click the link below. I send you the snapshot. You click that and boom, you have everything preloaded in there, and it won't overwrite any of your other stuff either. It adds it in separately, okay? Another thing too is if you get stuck on anything inside of this sales page or anything so far that we've covered inside of this training course, I have a group called Funnel Visions. I think I've mentioned this a few times, but we meet every single week, every single Monday, where I actually take mouse control. You can screen share with me. I can take mouse control and I actually can do this with you. So if you're stuck on something inside of Go High Level, like you're trying to set up a calendar and it doesn't work, I can take mouse control and we can fix it together right on that call. And then next week, you have something else that's going on. Let's just say, I don't know, like your opt-in form isn't working or something weird is going on and you need help with that. And then the next week, like you're trying to set up your Facebook ads and you have questions about budget or how to set up the pixel or API, or I don't know, like you're trying to decide on which audience you should spend $5 or $10 a day on, whatever it may be, to get the thing launched. Whatever the case may be, if you need a second pair of eyes on your new funnel, your new SLO funnel that we've been spending a lot of time on trying to perfect and get set up, again, I want you to get this thing set up in an afternoon. But once you get it set up and once you get it launched, I know that you're going to have additional questions or you might need help in areas that, look, I can't make a video, in every single tiny little minute detail for every single person that comes on because there's so many industries and niches out there. But I can help you if you hop in to one of our live calls and I'll just fix it for you. We'll just talk about the problem and we'll get it solved, right? We'll look over your numbers, we'll get the thing optimized, and we'll also talk about back-end offers and how to set up those back-end offers as well, so that now that we have people coming into our funnel, how do we actually get people into the back-end offer? And that's exactly what Funnel Visions is, and you get a whole brand new community. This is a very tight group. Actually, I only have a couple people in there right now. I want to keep it small for that reason, so that I can just help everyone that comes in there on a case-by-case basis, and we can really dive deep. And sometimes I'm on there for several hours. So it's a great resource for you. This gives you the ability to, once again, hop in with somebody that's worked for agencies, that's worked on $10 million per year funnels, like helping to I've helped optimize those funnels. I think we had, that company specifically had 10 2 Comma Club awards, like 10 of them. So not only that, but also I have launched and scaled ad accounts from $0 to $20,000 per day. So I can help you with your Facebook ads if you're probably not running $20,000 a day. But even if you want to start at $5 a day, it just takes a little bit longer to get some momentum, but you can start with $5 a day. Or if you need help with your optimizations, funnel structures, and strategies, yada, yada, yada. Click on the link below. I have a link down there for Funnel Visions. You can hop in and meet me personally, and I can take a peek at what you all have going on and just help you to get some results, the results that you're looking for. That's why you're investing time watching this course, right? Because you probably don't want to spend, $3,000 to $5,000 to $10,000 paying someone to get this all set up for you. You just want to maybe learn the craft, kind of get it going a little bit, but there's going to be questions. There's going to be things that you need help with, and maybe you're even paying an employee or somebody else, or maybe you're having your son or daughter or somebody go through the course for you, and to build this thing out for you, or maybe you're paying someone for you, or maybe even a freelancer for that matter, to actually go through this and get it to exactly how you want it. Well, that person then can of course also join me on the our weekly calls, so I can help you guys out. Okay. Next, let's talk about your sales page, guys. I've been waiting for this video, like 15 videos in or 16 videos in. This is going to be my favorite video. It always is. I've done this course for Client Igniter, which is just getting clients, and all my other courses. This is one of my favorite videos. Again, it's going to be long. Pause the video if you have to, whatnot. But the thing is before we get into like showing you, the sales page, and you've probably already seen it a few times if you have it already inside of, you picked up the pro or the elite level plan and you have the sales page, you might have been playing around with it. But the thing is, that sales page, this is not just like a template that I just threw together in a night. Like this funnel took me 2 weeks. It's pixel perfect, and and it's also updated and modified. And I had an older one. This is like several variations down the road. Everything on this sales page is laid out in a specific way to get a person to start with the headline, to go to the video, to read the next line, to read the next line, to get to the next thing, and make their way down. You can use a software it's a free software called Hotjar, actually. This is like a pro tip, I suppose. Pro tip. But hotjar.com, it's HOTJAR.com. I'll put it I can link it below too if you guys want. But you actually can get heat maps of what people are doing on your sales page. And not just heat maps, but also video. And you can see them moving around the mouse. This is all free. You can see them moving around the mouse and scrolling through the page. And you're going to notice very quickly, usually on a sales page, if they're not warmed up enough, if they don't have the trust, respect, and rapport, they usually read the top headline and they zip all the way down to the bottom. All the way down to the bottom, and then they zip all the way up, and then they leave. It's what happens. What we're trying to do, and we're trying to get the majority of people that visit our sales page to just go through each section one by one. So the headline, we hook them. We make a big promise. Maybe we have a video or something like that. You don't have to do a video on the sales page, but it does help. If you want to get this thing launched in an afternoon, skip the video. Do it later. Launch it today. Do the video later on. Like add it on. Once the thing has legs and you see it has legs, then add the video. You don't have to do all the videos all at once. Sell it before you make it. I know it's a hard one to wrap your head around, but you don't have to build this whole extravagant thing. You already have the template, put it together, put your offer in it, take my stuff out, put your stuff in, and you get them to go through section after section after section. And we do that very simply by having a unique, I wouldn't say unique, it's actually quite traditional. It's a traditional sales page in the fact that we have the headline, we have the maybe another little VSL, like an explainer video. We walk them through some of the key benefits. We walk them through all of the results and reviews that other people have had since they purchased our product or service. And we're walking through a very specific journey. We're walking them through a very specific journey, and once they make it all the way to the bottom, of course, now you can, if you're interested in all these things, here's the price. This is what the offer is. Okay, so that the sales page, I wouldn't probably play around with the structure too much. I mean, you can, if you hop on it, if you jump on, if you join Funnel Visions and jump on, there might be some modifications that we might need to make. Depends on your industry and niche. Most of the time, usually it's the headline, the video, the results, the big benefits. That is all on the top. But sometimes once you get towards the bottom, there's other things that we can add in, and they can be industry specific. So if you guys aren't inside of Funnel Visions, I can break that down for you and personalize your experience and just really just take a deep dive into your business and tell you exactly how to do it, or at least how I would do it. Okay, so. That all being said, let's hop into my computer. I'm probably gonna lose my voice on this one. Oh, I'm gonna give it my best. I'm gonna give it my best. Let's see what we got. So first and foremost, if you don't have the sales page, click on the link below. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Click on the link below, grab the sales page, upgrade already. It's a few bucks. You know what? I'm not gonna get into it. Okay. So here we go. Let me bring this mic a little bit closer here. Let's take a deep dive into this. Okay. So first and foremost, we have at the very, very top, and I'm just going to walk through this inch by inch. And the reason I'm walking through inch by inch is because you guys, you need to, again, this is going to be a long video. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a long video. I need to walk through this though inch by inch so that you can take my stuff out and put your stuff in, but not just slap in your stuff at any random place all over, like this is there's a lot in here, okay? There's a lot in here. You don't just slap stuff in and hope it sells. Not at all. There's very specific reasons I have this laid out in this exact fashion. It's actually very traditional. This is how it's, it's very traditional. I'm gonna pick up any book on marketing, and they're probably running something extremely similar to this. I know that because I've worked on $10 million funnels. This is based very, very similar to a $10 million funnel. Like, it's all the components. And that's what this video is about. It's the components of a sales page, okay? So I don't need to elaborate anymore, okay? Very first, remember, where are they coming from? I need to jump back to this. They're coming off of an ad, social media, free traffic, wherever they're coming from, we're building trust, respect, and rapport on that VSL, okay? And that VSL is warming this sales page up, okay? It's not only building that trust, respect, and rapport of that person, but it's warming this person up to the sales page, okay? We're talking about our products or services. We talked about that in the previous video inside components of a VSL page, okay? So make sure you guys watch that one and don't skip that one, okay? That's what a funnel is. It goes from the ad or traffic source, and it goes to an opt-in. This is pretty traditional stuff, and we do not want to reinvent the wheel. This works. I'm running it right now. You're on this course right. If you're watching this video right now, it clearly works. You're here. I'm not trying to be a freaking jerk or anything like that, but like, why wouldn't I, like if I had this thing that worked, why wouldn't I do it myself? Well, I am. I'm doing it right now. And I'm not just a marketer selling marketing. I've owned my own local small business. I did that for this. I own a massage therapy store. I was not a massage therapist by any means. I'm a marketer guy, and I've been running these forever, okay? For multiple agencies, they all run the same fashion, okay? You want to keep it simple. You want to keep it traditional, believe it or not. Enough said. I don't need to explain myself anymore. Run the ad to the opt-in. The opt-in, we exchange the email address for the free thing. The VSL, I'm already losing my voice, I told you. The VSL exchanges our information product, our e-commerce product, or whatever we're giving away, a coupon, whatever it may be, and we're exchanging that for the email address, and we're warming people up on that. So we don't quite deliver it yet. We're just talking about it, right? And it's in their email box. And then, by the way, we have this other thing, and it gives you benefit 1, 2, and 3. You just got these free lessons. Now, if you want, we can expedite the lessons, and instead of waiting 14 days to learn how to play the guitar, we're going to expedite it into 7 days, because you actually get to meet Josh himself, a guitar master. And that guitar master is on the very next page, and for only $7, you get this, which is our sales page, okay? I feel like on every video I need to back up a little bit. So guys, here's the thing. First and foremost, we're still trying to build some of that trust, respect, and rapport, okay? Like we have a little bit of it, but we want to really start driving home like that we are the people, we are the authority, okay? Usually at the very top, I throw some kind of like little mini review or something that just kind of really shows them that people, like, they're not the very first one that essentially got into this program or taking this program. I have this little Trustpilot thing up here. You guys can use this if you want. Don't lie about it. Like, look, like if you're not on Trustpilot at all, don't lie about it. Don't be a shady marketer person. Like, I can't stand that. So look, like, you know, if you're on Google reviews or something like that, if you're on Google reviews or whatever place you are, just throw a little logo in. Throw a little logo. Hey, we're on Google reviews. You can, you know, don't make it linkable or anything like that, but you're just showing some authority. Like, hey, I'm on Trustpilot. I got this many stars. Okay. Next thing, let's get into the pre-headline, the headline, and the post-headline, okay? We talked about this a little bit inside of the previous video, the components of a VSL page, but the pre-headline is just exactly what the product is on the sales page, okay? But you could also, you should talk about like the benefit, but make it super, super short. See how short it is? Master the guitar in 7 days. Master the guitar in 7 days. This is the first thing they see. And most people, 80, 90% of people are coming in through mobile, okay? When they're on mobile, I'll let this load in the background. But when they come through mobile, this is like, you know, a different experience, okay? Like, I should show you. And by the way, I hope you appreciate that. I have the whole mobile version built out for you. This is like a whole custom another thing that I had to all build out. But see, like it looks a little bit different on mobile. I mean, the same thing, but it's a different experience. So make sure that you're doing this on mobile and on desktop. I have it built on both, so you guys are good. If you make a change though, on the desktop version, you have to make a change on the mobile version. So if you change hidden right here to that, right? It's not changed on the desktop, right? So make sure you change it. If you change something on one, you got to change it on the other, okay? So hit, oh man, hidden. Okay, well, whatever. Now I can't spell hidden. Like I'm not even, I don't have time for this. It's 2 D's. What am I doing? Like, what am I doing? This is hilarious. This is how we're starting out the sales page video. This is my favorite video. Come on. So anyways, what it is and what the benefit is. Master the guitar in 7 days, okay? Be very clear about it. Be super, super transparent and clear about it. Master the guitar in 7 days. What is it? How much time will it take? Whatever it may be, okay? Then the headline. This is the, guys, do not mess the headline up. This is like the number one thing on this page is how that will sell the product, okay? If you have to use ChatGPT or Grok, I'm not really gonna break into that inside of this video, but at this point, you guys should know how to use AI. You go to X, click on the little Grok button, write me a, you know, like I even put it up here. Write me a high converting headline for my guitar course. Okay? There you go. I mean, you could like what? Like Grok? Like, do I have to really do this? Here we go. Write me a high converting headline for my guitar course where I give away, you know, and here's another secret too. Actually, I'm glad we actually did this. And I've been using Grok a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I've been using Grok quite a bit over OpenAI. It's been really good. So what you could do here is when you put your offer together, there's a little, like, this is what I actually do with AI. I'll go to the page, I'll load it, and I'll do a control, like depending on what computer you're on, just copy paste, but I'll highlight the entire freaking page and I'll hit copy. I'll put it on my clipboard and I'll say, I'll say, hopefully, well, whatever. I need a high converting headline for my cold traffic sales page, right? And you can do this however you want. Here is some information about my sales page. Very, very simple. And then what I do is I paste it all in, right? The whole freaking thing, okay? Ah, what's going on? That's not what I was expecting. Is Grok like broken right now? Fan-frickin-tastic. We broke Grok. We showed up when Grok was broken. Okay, I guess, yeah, now we're working, I guess. So there you go. Boom. Let's see what it comes up with. Strum your first song. Specific, tangible outcome that feels achievable and exciting for beginners, right? Like, you guys can, you know, like, why, oh, that's why it works. Right here. Strum your first song in 7 days. Master guitar for just $7, no experience needed. Guys, that's a great headline. That's a great headline. Cool. Now give me 10 more. This is how you make your headlines. This is a really quick way to get your headlines, okay? I'm not going to go into how to use AI and everything. Like, at this point, it's pretty straightforward, and every freaking ad I see every second, it's like AI this and AI that. And it's like, okay. That's how you use it. That's actually how you use AI. It's not just a term, it's how you actually use it. But the headline itself really is, pressing what it is, but more or less the benefits, the pain points, this is how you get, this is the big transformation. What do the people want to do? If they don't know how to play guitar, which they told us this inside of the previous pay, and they opted in for 4 free guitar lessons, right? So we know that they want to play guitar. They don't know how to play. So what are we doing here? We're talking to them for that exact transformation. They want to achieve that transformation. So all we have to do is teach them how to play the guitar, right? And we do that by just giving them a really good headline. Unlock your hidden guitar talents in just 7 days to play like a pro without endless practice. So big claim and benefit, like unlock your hidden guitar talent. We're going to teach you how to play the guitar in 7 days like a pro so how much time? In just 7 days. So big promise, without endless practice, which means without pain, okay? Big promise without traditional pain. You can, this is how you, lose 5 pounds on your belly in 14 days without exercise, without eating things, without changing your diet, you can still eat McDonald's and you can still lose 5 pounds in 14 days without the pain. Take the pain away. If you can take the pain away with the big promise, without the pain, that's what we're after, okay? That's what we're after in our headline. Headline is super important. Do not mess this up. And you can split test this, guys. And this is a little bit, I wouldn't say more advanced, but you can also, we could shoot other videos on this, but you can split test just the headline. So you just hit this little create variation button. It copies it over. So now you have 2 pages, the exact same thing. And all you change on the page, everything stays the same, but you change the headline. And then it'll give you a percentage of which one is converting higher, okay? So that's a good way to test this headline out. It's a very important part. Now, let's move into the sub-headline, okay? Without the right lessons personalized to your learning style, learning to play the guitar can be daunting. Join the hundreds of students that learned how to play their favorite song in just 7 days by joining our Guitar Master program. What is this doing? A sub-headline backs up the big promise, okay? It backs it up. So we're saying it's a big promise without pain. And people are like, yeah, right. How is that even possible? Well, we want to back it up. We want to say, no, really, we're actually going to do this for you. We're actually going to show you how to do this. We're actually going to, in just 7 days, just back it up. You can put results in here. You could say hey, join thousands of students, 1,291 students that I taught how to play the guitar in just 7 days. Read the reviews below, something like that, right? We're backing up whatever this is, okay? So again, hopefully that makes sense. The video, again, I said this was gonna be a long video. So the video, okay? So this is what we're gonna do inside. Now this is a little bit different than the VSL. We want to essentially, in the beginning of the video, we want to break down all of we're really trying to push pain, okay? We're trying to push pain. Have you ever driven have you ever gotten in your car, driven to Guitar Center, and you had to wait in traffic for 30 minutes? It was awful, and then you finally get there, and you only met with the instructor for 25 minutes, and then on the way home, another 30 minutes of traffic, and $150 later for your lesson. You forgot everything the time you got home to actually play the song, let alone it was a big rushed lesson, You push all the pain, and then you give them the solution. Instead of doing it that way, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you 10 videos, and this is how to string your guitar, how to play the guitar using power chords, how to read sheet music, how to play your first song, And then I'm also going to, you can hop on with one free complimentary guitar lesson, right? And I'm going to send you the recording so that you can do this from your home, in the comfort of your home. You don't have to drive in traffic. You basically then back up all of the things that you just said, these are all your pain points. We're going to solve all those pain points for you. And if you pick this thing up, and by the way, it's only $7. You're getting all this for $7. You guys, this is how you do it, right? All the pain points, and then you break down all those pain points. You give them a 30-day back money guarantee, and you say, hey, and by the way, it's $7 freaking dollars. You're getting all this. It's the craziest. You want it to be so good. You want the offer to be so good. It makes you extremely uncomfortable that you're giving this away for only $7. Those are the good offers. Those are the good offers. That's what you want. It took me 2 weeks. It took me for this offer that you're in right now, my offer igniter program, which I teach you how to build SLO funnels. It took me 2 weeks to build the funnel. It took me, oh goodness. I mean, I haven't finished the course yet, but we're probably into 15 hours of me just talking straight. Okay. So you got all the templates, the pro funnels, all the bonuses, the 3 bonuses that I include, plus you get 15 hours, probably at least 15 hours of training courses, plus the group, a lot of stuff for $7. I feel like I literally just gave away the entire freaking farm for $7. Why on earth would I be putting this much effort, 15 hours of my time into creating all these videos and editing them and making sure my lights are all right and the recording's going, all this stuff, plus also helping you guys for free, literally for free in help desk, plus giving you, all of the templates that I slaved over for 2 weeks to try to make them pixel perfect for just $7. Why would I do that? Because I know what I'm like. I know that this is an acquisition funnel. I'm trying to attract people into my funnel that and build up that trust, respect, and rapport. And then maybe later on, when they finally put this whole thing together, they're like, wow, this Craig guy, I like this Craig guy. I'm going to buy more of his products. I'm going to go check this guy out more. I need help now doing this. Now that I know how to do an SLO funnel, I need to figure out how to build a backend funnel. Or my SLO funnel, it's not converting the way I want it to. I need help with it. I need to optimize it. I need to run ads for the first time, whatever it may be. And now I'm going to join Funnel Visions. And inside of Funnel Visions, Craig's going to help me every single week. That's how it's done. That's how it's done. And it's not a trick. I'm telling you exactly. I'm extremely transparent. And I can be transparent because, like, look at all the stuff that, like, you guys know, like, if you've been watching these videos, like, there's a lot that goes into this. I feel like I'm giving away the whole farm. That's what you want. You want an offer like that. Now, you don't have to start there, okay? You don't have to give away 15 hours of video and all this stuff. Start with 4 videos, okay? Build it up, build it up, build it up. Make it better later on. This isn't my first time doing this, guys. This Rockstar funnel is, I call it V2 as in version 2, but I did a whole course on this just a few months ago. And before that, I did a whole course and a whole template just a few months ago. This is like the 4th or 5th variation, okay? This does not happen overnight. Like, I mean, like, it can happen. Like, I hate to say that because it absolutely can, maybe not overnight, but very quickly within, let's just say, a week, you could in an afternoon, you could put together this SLO funnel. There's absolutely no doubt about that. The thing is that a lot of people don't know how to run ads. They might get stuck on something very specific, and then they just stop and they freeze. With Funnel Visions, you just hop on a call, I fix it all for you, and then we can get you launched in a week. So if you have a mentor, if you have somebody to push you through and like just show you exactly what to do, it shouldn't take longer than a week, like, to get your first sale. Like, it's like, me personally, when I launch an offer, I usually get my first 1 to 5 sales day one. And that is only spending, let's just say, $50 in ads. I spend $50, $100 test, whatever. I've talked about this before. Okay. As always, we go down a rabbit hole. The video is what we were originally talking about, but that's the point is of this offer is what's on this sales page. You want the offer to kind of freak you out a little bit. Like, holy crap, I can't even believe I'm giving away this much stuff. Like I should not be giving away this many things for only $7. This is absolutely crazy. That's what you want. Those are the offers that sell. Those are the offers that people desire. Okay. Next, let's move on. I told you guys it's going to be a doozy. Next, a couple things going on here. First off, offer stack. Okay. If you guys have never created an offer stack before and you're selling digital products, I don't know what you're doing. You have to have a good, solid offer stack. Okay. This is vital if you're doing, e-commerce or info for that matter, any info products. E-commerce is really easy to sell. It's like if you're trying to sell a pen, you just take a picture of a pen and have it, right? You could have like somebody writing a pen, lifestyle images or something like that. But info is a little bit different because like if you're delivering templates and a course Well, the thing is, it's not tangible. You want to make it look tangible, okay? And what I mean by that is, if it's again, a course or something, well, it's not like, like I'm going to send you, like if you sign up for my course, I'm going to send you these boxes right here and they're going to come in your mailbox or something weird like that. No, of course not. What we're showing here is we're showing the value. It's increasing the perceived value of the offer, okay? And it's like you get this and you get this and you get this. Otherwise, if we just listed it out, kind of like what we're doing here, it doesn't like, like whatever all that is, you just skim over it. But a picture, an image, a video, it's different. You can actually see the value, okay? That's what we're doing with an offer stack. I think I'm gonna I don't have it planned out right now, but I think I'm gonna add in a video later on how to create these really sick offer stacks. I think this one's really good. And I spent a lot of time on this one just for the fact that I knew that you guys needed to see a good offer stack and what it looks like, okay? This is how you do it, guys. Have a really awesome looking offer stack. And by the way, if you don't know what an offer stack is, it's just a stack of your offer, okay? So it's you're getting the Guitar Master Basic course. You're getting the Guitar Master Electric versus Acoustic course. You're getting the Guitar Master Pedals and Effects course. And here's like the course itself. And I have this really awesome picture of this guitar. And this is I made this in Canva, guys. I made this in Canva. Like this is custom, obviously. And I made a little logo, Guitar Master. It's just text, right? The boxes and everything. There's a template. There's a bunch of templates on FreePick. It's I don't know if you can see this, but it's FREEPIK. Yep. So FreePick. Look that one up, and you can just type in mockups, right? Just search for a mockup that you can use in like Photoshop or something like that. It's what I use, and then you can put all these little boxes together and everything. It's very easy. Okay. It takes a little bit of time, but it's very easy, and the perceived value goes through the roof. So if you're selling info, it's very helpful to have this, okay? You should absolutely have an offer stack, okay? At least one picture of just the offer stack. If you leave all the other pictures out, just have the offer stack picture, okay? If you want to like launch it in an afternoon or something like that, okay? And of course your logo. Next, let's talk about this section right here. So inside of this section, a few things are going on. First off, it's a low ticket product, so I want to get out to my audience or people that are visiting that it is only $7, okay? Like if it was $2,000, I'm probably not very prideful of that quite yet. And that would be like towards like the lower, like half of the page or something like that. But since it's $7, I want to tell them right away, okay? That I am really excited actually to tell them like they're getting all this crazy stuff for just $7. So then they read this headline and they're like, huh, okay. It hooks them. They watch the video a little bit. It kind of like hooks them. They're watching the video as they're scrolling usually. You scroll down and we get them to the next section. And then after this section, we get them to the next section. Well, how do we get them to the next section if that's our goal? How do we do that? Well, we entice them with a $7 product. It's only $7, so they could actually pick this up in the back of their head. They're like, well, I could buy this right now if I really, really wanted this. But let's kind of like read into this. Like, what is this? Some guy's going to teach me how to play guitar for only $7. That's cool. I'm going to be able to play the guitar by this weekend. So inside this is kind of like a little, it's not necessarily an offer stack, but essentially, I mean, it's kind of like an offer stack. We're just essentially listing, this is more on the feature side, okay? We usually don't list features too heavily. These are features, these are benefits. Let me break this down real quick. What are you getting, okay? So for just $7, you get this, and this. You get the master course, you get the songs, you get the tabs, you get 3 bonuses, which is really important, and you get a 30-day money back. And if you click this button right now, bingo bango, yes, I want this Guitar Master. Just give me your name, email, and your payment info, and it's only $7, okay? Okay. More or less, we're just talking about features in this. Like, what does it come with? What does it include, okay? Be extremely basic in here. Don't go crazy with it. The benefits is really what people are reading and actually care about, okay? The benefits, let's read this together. Discover the 5-minute trick to strum your first chords without frustration, even if you've never held a guitar before. Think, like, dude, that is sick. That is so good. Discover this 5-minute trick to strum your first chords without frustration, even if you've never held a guitar before. Good copy, good strong copy right there. That's a benefit, okay? Benefit number 2. And you guys, like, I'm breaking all this down so that you can put, you take your stuff, whatever offer you have, and you put yours in, okay? Just take out my stuff, go in here, I'm not going to show you how to edit it right now, but you go in, you just take my stuff, put your stuff out. Like that's what the whole point of this is. So add your awesome benefit in here. And if you can't think of anything off the fly, go into freaking Grok and go say, I need 10 benefits for my product. I didn't even spell it right. Let's see if we can. Oh, I said hello. It's like, what the heck are you talking about? Yeah, I remember we had some issues with that. Sad, but true. So, next one, learn the exact finger placements pros use to break down or use broken down into. I cannot talk. Let me try that again. Learn the exact finger placements pros use broken down into simple steps you'll master in an hour. Awesome benefit. Like this is what the pros do, and you'll be able to master it in an hour. It's a really good benefit. Boost your confidence with 4 fun free lessons that you turn and you'll turn into a guitar hero. Another awesome benefit. These are things that people want. This is the big transformation. This is how we get them to buy, guys. This is how we get them to buy our $7 product. We're not selling features, we sell benefits. We don't sell features, we sell benefits. This is how we get them to buy, okay? Not what's inside it. No one cares about a 17-hour course, okay? That sounds actually horrendous, okay? I'm not pitching a 17-hour course. I want to show you how to get results. And that's what these are. How do you get results? I'm going to get you this result, that result, that result, okay? Cool. So covered 2 sections. We have a long ways to go. Okay? Next. Usually the thing that I go after next, and this is just quite traditional, you see this on most sales pages, is we just jump right into, and you could even do it earlier, but we jump right into the reviews, okay? All the students that are in your program, the reviews that you got in the benefit, or not the benefits, but the big transformations that you've gotten other people, right? This is very, very important to do. The more you have, the better. Stuff this thing like crazy. If you have 100 reviews, put them all in here. Just put them all in here. Make them scroll through like endless. I mean, don't do 100. If you can, maybe squeeze them as many as you can into an image or whatever. But don't go too crazy with it. You could do that on other pages. But 10, like 5, 10. If you have any celebrities, that's cool too. If you don't have any reviews, go get reviews. That's my advice there. Screenshot the review. Drop it in, okay? Screenshot the review and drop it in. That's all you have to do here, okay? If you don't have reviews, again, go get reviews. If you don't have reviews, delete the section or get your mom or your grandma or somebody to write you a review and then just put that there, okay? At least one review is better than none, okay? And again, you could also give away this product for free in exchange for a review. You send them an email, hey, I'm going to give you this free thing if you just write me an honest review, and then you can get like 5, you give away 5 copies of it and get 5 reviews and then go and sell it for the $7. There's another way of doing it. Okay, cool. Next, let's get down to the next section. Inside a Guitar Master. Okay, so what are we doing here? Well, now that we essentially went over some benefits, we could put in a sales letter if we really wanted to. We really need to push pain and all these other things. But for a $7 product, guys, I usually just kind of like start jumping into the product and what is inside the product and how it's going to benefit them. Okay, so inside Guitar Master, join hundreds who've mastered the guitar the easy way. Who've mastered guitar the easy way. I just cannot read. Join hundreds who've mastered the guitar the easy way. It actually is right. Access the step-by-step guitar training today and learn your first song by this weekend. Here's how. Okay, so once again, a little mini headline, what exactly it is, like what kind of course it is, whatever. And then inside of the headline, this is kind of like the sub headline. Once again, we're just kind of like backing it up, like join the hundreds who have mastered the guitar the easy way. Okay, like we're backing it up and we're just saying, hey, inside the Guitar Master, we're gonna all these people have joined already. Why haven't you joined? Okay, access the step-by-step training and learn in the weekend. Okay, it's very similar to the headline above, like what it is, right, and then backing it up. Okay, and this one we're kind of like pushing like join the 100. So we're kind of like going off of essentially what is inside of our reviews. Okay. So usually what I do in this block right here, and guys, like, again, like I know you're not selling guitar lessons most likely, but you can use these blocks, right? And I'll go to the edit page and like we'll look at that later. But you can use these blocks and change the colors, obviously, and all this other stuff. But you can use these blocks on other pages. You can very, very easily come in here, go to this page, and hit this little save button. Okay. So if you really like this block right here, like this whole thing, right? And you want to use this for your own, you just hit the save button right here, that little save button. I don't know if you saw it, that little save button right there. Hit the save button and just say guitar block, okay? And then you can just save it in a template. And once you hit save, it saves that whole thing. And you can go into like a different funnel or a different page. And then you can use this block and dress it up for a totally different project, okay? A totally different project or whatever you guys are doing, okay? Just wanted to point that out. Now, usually what I'm doing on this very first block is I am just giving like a summary. This is kind of like a general overview of everything inside of the program. This is more on the feature side, but I try to kind of like, it's more on the feature side. Let's be honest here. Learn guitar in just 7 days. That's kind of like the benefit, right? Guitar Master course. Inside this Guitar Master course, you'll learn all the basics, like tuning the guitar, power chords, and then learning your first song. You get this, and this. This is an overview. Plus, you'll learn with hundreds of students inside, okay? So this is basically what goes inside what we're about to get into next. Remember, we're trying to get them to slowly scroll down the page and not just bounce all the way down and then leave. So we're trying to get them to the next section. So this breaks down what is going to be in the next section, which is a breakdown of, you guessed it, all these things, okay? When we do the breakdowns, we do not want a 7 million sentence paragraph. Absolutely not. We want to keep this extremely simple, okay? Like, you see what I'm doing here. Learn tuning, discover chords, read sheet music. Like, you know, I'm doing that on purpose. So it's kind of cool, like a branding almost, like for like if you're playing the guitar, it's just, I don't know. I kind of like how I went with that. Read sheet music. Like it's just very straightforward. You don't have to be that straightforward, but what it is inside of this course. This might be like lesson 1, lesson 2. You could do it that way, but you do not want to go absolutely bananas and break down the whole freaking course into like this like extremely detailed thing. Learn tuning. Learn how to quickly and easily tune your guitar to different music styles. Super basic, simple. I get it. Perfect. Cool. Discover chords. Become an instant rock star with the 7 most powerful sounding power chords. Okay, cool. I get it. I can be a rock star like really fast now. And just like a little quick win. Okay? Read sheet music. Once you understand how to read sheet music, like you guys get it. Like it's very straight to the point. I won't use these boxes in here. You could use screenshots in here. You could use, you know, like if you actually went out and made an offer stack like this, you know, I just took the boxes and put them in to save time. And that's how you launch offers very quick. You don't want to spend all day with the images. Sometimes images can take a little bit longer. One thing I want to point out before we go any further, this is really important actually, and it'll drive you mad if you don't know about this. I spent a lot of time making sure that these images were pixel perfect and everything inside of here was pixel perfect. If you start writing, and you'll see this very quickly here if we're in the edit, if I start writing more, like, and I keep going down like this, you'll notice that this image is like kind of like, it's just silly. It looks silly. Like it doesn't match. It doesn't go all the way down. Same thing with this. Like, if this image is bigger than this one, you're going to have a problem, okay? Like, you don't want that. You don't want it to come over here and then it looks all weird like that, right? The images need to be a specific size to match. If you want to be matchy-matchy and make it really clean and solid like it looks now, the easiest way to do that, I already figured all the dimensions and everything for you. Here's a quick little hack for you, okay? And this is on all of the pages inside of this entire funnel, right? So here's a little hack. You can, now I'm in Safari, I don't know if the Safari browser will let me do this, but you can actually take the image and drag it up to a tab. Not that tab. Let's see if it lets me do it. Drag it up to like a new tab. Perfect. So you see like what that did. I dragged it up to a new tab and now I have this image, okay? This image is a very specific size that I shrunk down inside of Photoshop, so it's exact image that you want. So what you do is you just save that image, okay? Save it to like your desktop or whatever, okay? And then what I want you to do is if you go into Canva, this is how you can like do your canva.com. Go into Canva and I'm not logged in. Oh, let's see here. Let me share here. I'll just do it for you guys since we're doing this all together. Now, once you're in Canva or Photoshop or whatever, go to, you know, what I want you to do is, well, Really what you should do is right click on the image. I should show you that. I don't know if I can since I'm in this, but if you right click on the image and you just, you could do the inspect, or like once it's saved to your desktop, essentially right click on it and find out what the dimensions are. If it's 1080 by 720 or whatever those dimensions are, this is obviously a very tall image, right? So I don't know. Can I drag this to Canva? That'd be really cool. I didn't think so. But either way, figure out those dimensions, come into custom size and type in those dimensions. So if it's 1028 by 728, whatever the dimension is, right? Create this right here, and then very easily you can come to your uploads. You could upload the file right here, and you want to keep the same dimensions. So if you, again, like, I don't know if you saw that process, but drag it into your browser, take the image right off the sales page, drag it into your browser, it opens a new tab, save the image onto your desktop, find out the dimensions, and then type in those dimensions into Canva, and then you can just drag it right in and it should fit perfect. And then when you go to share and download it and make your own images, because it's probably not a guitar, right? It'll fit perfectly, okay? It'll fit perfectly in all the pages. So hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, if you guys need help with that, just tag me in the help desk group, okay? I don't want to elaborate any further on that, okay? And you can do that with all the images that you have so that they all fit. For these boxes, the images in each of these, you want these to be the exact same size. So once again, you just take this image, you drag it up to the thing, you save this image, and then you take my stuff out, put your stuff in. So you put your image essentially in the exact same dimensions, and then you just upload it to go high level and just replace the image, right? And just put your stuff in, take my stuff out, right? So again, hopefully that makes sense. Move on. The next thing is practice every week live with Josh. This is like a little info box. I kind of like this. So once you have the basics down, you'll be able to practice every week live with your instructor to personalize your learning experience and master the art of guitar. This is just kind of like, hey, you get all these things, but then also, just so you know, you also get this one little last thing, like a little tidbit or something. I usually on mine, I talk about all the niches and industries for the funnel, like an SLO funnel and all the industries that it works with, but you can put your own little tidbit in there. And then, of course, we have the button. You guys, we want the button to be all over the place. That's like the main goal. The button right here. Pretty much after every section, we want a button. Okay? After every section, you're usually going to see me add a button. And the button goes to the order form because we want them to buy it. Okay? Little subheadline, this guitar course, you can put in like some benefits, or not necessarily benefits, but like a little thing about the price. Master Guitar Course plus bonuses, just $7. You can play around with that. Start your first free lesson today to master your first song. This is a benefit. Start your first free lesson today. Master your first song this week. Benefit, time frame. Benefit, problem solution. You want to play guitar? Yes, but I don't want all the pain because it's going to take forever. Well, I'll be able to play my first song this week. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Next, we're finally making a little bit of progress here. Bonuses. Let's talk all about bonuses. And I don't want to elaborate too much on this. Bonuses are just kind of like order bumps in a way. They are supplementing the main core product, okay? Now that you know how to play guitar, what else are you going to need help with? Or like you got these 4 lessons or these 10 lessons. What is the next logical thing that you need help with, okay? So inside of our bonuses here is, I'm doing the Rockstar community. I think everyone should have a community. You're building a warm audience, you're building trust, respect, and rapport, you're helping people, whether it's free or paid. Everyone should have a community. Just do it, okay? Enough said. So you're gonna get this community and it's worth $99 a month. Now I kind of elaborate a little bit too much on the text here. You should probably make this a little bit shorter, but I was doing it so it matches this image. Again, you can take this image, drag it up to get the correct dimensions. And then this one's a perfect square usually. I think it's like, I usually do like 1080 by 1080 for the exact image dimension. You don't have to get fancy with it, but if you want it to be matchy and all pixel perfect, I know some of you guys just want the dimensions. So there you go. Some of you aren't designers and it's okay if it, again, it doesn't have to be pixel perfect. It's going to sell. If you have good information, you have a good product, it does not matter how pretty this thing is. If you're going to teach somebody how to play the guitar like faster than anyone else and you have all these things, they're just going to buy it anyways. They don't care if your image looks good or not. It might maybe plus or minus 1% on your conversion rate, but I mean, like that is no reason, that's no excuse not to launch the product. Okay. So that being said, bonus 2, I usually do 3 bonuses. Okay. I try to hit 3 different angles. That's what we're going for here, by the way. So you get the community to get, if you get stuck on anything. Okay. And I talk about like, if you want to like get, closer access and more access to me as the guitar master, as the professional, right? As the rock star. So that would be one angle. You can get a little bit more access to me, but then you get even more access with me with a free private lesson or whatever you guys are doing. I'm just doing this as an example, but you're going to get even more access to me. And that's what I did for bonus 2. Bonus 3, I did 241 songs like sheet music or whatever the case may be. Be careful with, I mean, it's a bonus, so it's okay if it's like a big, 241 songs or whatever. I wouldn't normally do stuff like this on the bump if it's like some crazy number. But they're getting, it's a free thing, so no problem there. Okay. And then of course you can have your images on there. You guys just take a screenshot of it to start. Don't do a whole offer stack. Just do a screenshot to start. That'll save you tons of time so you can get it launched this afternoon. Also, pricing, give it a price, $4.99, $2.99, like whatever it is. I mean, logistically, guys, or legitimately is what I meant to say. If they're getting this huge thing and you're teaching them all these things, like there are people that pay $500 for that. Okay, you don't have to go crazy with your prices, but $2.99 for this for a private lesson, and maybe any other bonus that they're getting with that's not far off. Like that's pretty reasonable. Okay, add them all up and put them in here. Like, hey, you're getting $897 in free bonuses, right? It's a $7 product. We just now maximized the perceived value. Even if look, in their head, it's probably not worth $897. Like no one's ever paid $897, but could it be half that? Could it be, $400? Is it worth $400? Is it worth $300, $200? If it's even worth $25 to them to get all these 3 bonuses, if the bonuses are even worth in their head, like realistically, their perceived value, if they even think that the value is worth $25, they're only paying $7 for this thing. They're only paying $7 for it, and they're getting $25 in perceived value in their head. Like, yeah, right, it's not 800, but it might be worth 25, I guess. Like, it's extra stuff. It's like you're selling it for $7. You don't own the world, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything. I'm just saying, like, this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff you're getting. It's worth $897, and you're only paying $7 for it. This increases the perceived value. Okay. Once again, we have a buy button. Okay. Next. So usually what I do here is I want to make sure that they are becoming to be in a state of mind where everything is starting to make sense. They understand the offer. Their mindset is very clean and clear of any craziness going on. What I mean by that is I want to make sure, like, people don't buy if they're confused. People don't buy if they're confused. If it's a confusing offer, they will not buy because they don't understand it. They don't understand what it is. Keep it clear, straight to the point. Keep it simple, which is why I have this step 1, step 2, step 3. This is how it works. It's simple to get started. I want to make sure they have a very clear thought process on why they should be buying this right now and giving me $7, right? Step 1, sign up. You get the master course and the bonuses. Okay, pretty simple. Step 2, watch the course that you just bought. Okay, that makes sense. Step 3, practice. Well, obviously, if I want to learn how to play guitar, I'm going to have to practice, okay? There's no way around it. I have to learn how to practice, and I have to play the guitar. We're going to make this very easy. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Very simple. Just give me $7 and 1, 2, 3, and you're playing guitar. Bye. Okay? Next page, or next section. Now, inside of this section, we are basically, this is kind of like where we build our credibility, essentially, right? Not kind of, this is where we are building our credibility, okay? We want to be the professional, the big rock star. This is where you get to brag about yourself, okay? Brag about yourself in any way, shape, and form that you can, but don't overdo it to where there's 9,000 bullet points and you're going all out and crazy, okay? The reviews speak for themselves. You're just kind of like nudging that, by the way, you are qualified in all these things, okay? Hey, guitar enthusiasts, I'm Josh. I've been touring the world, playing since the age of 8. You'll learn everything inside of Guitar Master that has taken me 3 decades to perfect, okay? We're basically qualifying ourselves and saying, hey, we actually do know. Here's a picture of Josh. He looks like pretty awesome in there. That looks pretty hard. So Josh is this rock star guy. Here's him on stage, which the picture is building authority. It's building trust, respect, and rapport to the absolute freaking max. If this guy is like, is a picture of him on the stage and there's like a million people and they're on there with Metallica or whatever, that would be extremely, extremely high authoritative value. Like, and especially if it's $7, if you saw that and he was on stage with a million people and he's on there with all these awesome rock stars and everything like that, you just buy the product. You just buy it because you have trust, respect, and rapport. This might be a missing link for some people. They need to make sure that if they're investing time watching your course, that it's actually worth it in the first place. And they're actually going to learn, like they're actually going to get their desired result in 7 days. They're actually going to learn how to play the guitar, okay? So it's really important that, like you are an authority. You actually can teach them everything that you say you're going to teach them. You're actually going to get them that desired result. You're going to bridge the gap between where they are today and how to get to that big master, like the big goal that they're after, right? Okay. So usually I just list like, any awards that you have, like again, in this case, it's 3 decades long. You've been playing for 3 decades, performed 78 live concerts, has opened for headliners like Metallica. I don't know why I always use Metallica and ACDs. It's so funny. I don't even listen to them really. Not anymore, but I've been to their concerts, that's for sure. Back in the good old days when concerts were still fun. Anyways, has coached over 121 students to master status, yada, yada. Another big old buy button. I usually back this up. A lot of people use YouTube. It's just that one of those websites that happens to be like the 3rd most visited website on earth. But YouTube, why wouldn't they just go to YouTube and like just get the course for free? Well, you've watched endless YouTube videos trying to learn the secrets to play the guitar. Now you just need the battle plans and private lessons to achieve the mastery you're after. Okay, so you can watch YouTube videos all you want, but there's no coaching aspect. If you actually want to get on with a master guitar player to teach you how to play this thing really, really fast and easily, like, why would you you watch the YouTube videos? Clearly that's not working. You're on the sales pitch because you're still trying to learn how to play guitar. Why don't you just meet with me for like a couple hours and I'll teach you how to play your first song. Bingo bango. Once again, more reviews, take some screenshots, drop them in. This template is all ready to go for you. Okay. Next. Now, this section, I'm just kind of like reminding them what the offer is, okay? They kind of like know about the offer and they know that I'm going to be able to help them. They know that I have authority, that I can actually teach them to do what I say I'm going to do, and it's because I've been doing it for 2 decades. But usually, I copy this exact block, okay? So I just come here and I just copy this headline, I put it down there. I copy the main headline, I put it down there. I copy the sub headline and I put it down there, and you'll notice that's exactly what I'm doing. It's exactly the same. It's just a smaller block, right? I'm reminding them, hey, if you've got this far, hey man, you should like probably consider this. Like this isn't going to be here forever. Like check this thing out. Look at how awesome this offer is. It's freaking. I mean, I fucking love it. I love that offer stack, you guys. This offer stack is freaking amazing. I think it looks so good. If you make an offer stack like that and you have a really good offer, it just looks good, right? It looks clean, high perceived value. It just makes it so much easier for a person to say yes. You put a $7 price tag on that and a 30-day money-back guarantee and a promise that you're going to teach them how to play guitar in 7 days. No brainer. That's what we want. Remember, that's what we're going after. No brainer offers. Like just boom, spur of the moment. Let's pick it up. Throw it in the shopping cart. No problem. $7. Okay? Which is exactly what we do here. Now, what's happening now for the kind of the rest of this, they already know what our offer is, okay? They have they know they're starting to, they already have a little bit of that trust, respect, and rapport. If you did good on your VSL and also maybe on your sales video, they might actually be listening to the sales video right now and scrolling. But the rest of the page now, they know the offer, they know what's inside. So the rest of this now, it's more or less just pushing pain points, okay? Like there might still be a reason that they're down here and they haven't bought. Maybe it was because they bought a course before on guitar training and it sucked. It was with not Josh, but it was with Jim. And Jim was an absolute mess. He was an alcoholic because he used to be a groupie or something, and he learned how to play guitar, but he started smashing guitars, and he was a very angry guitar player, and he broke all his guitars. And then he started this little junky course and tried selling it for $7. And this person went through that course, and they only got really, really bad results. And Jim would be drinking beer on the Zoom call and screaming at them that they were dumb. Know where I'm going with this, but you see what I'm saying? That absolutely, there might be somebody out there that has a course like that, right? That's just a crappy like course creator and doesn't care and whatever. You have to like, that might have been a pain point that they had, and so they might not be trusting yet. Okay, so we offer that 100% money back guarantee, which like I don't know who's refunding $7 lattes, but if you do, just give them their $7 back, guys. Do not hold anyone hostage. If they want $7 back, they're going to charge you back anyways. And then it like your credit card processor gets all messed up and everything. If anyone ever wants their money back on any products they ever buy from me within a 30-day period, I just give them their money back. No questions asked. I mean, I'd like to know why the reason, because it helps me to like make the product better, which I mean, you should be doing. Like, I want to make the product better so I get less returns. So like, so just tell me like what's up. It's not to try to hide a return, a refund or anything. I just want to make it better. And that's what you guys should be doing too, okay? So if somebody wants to return, just give them their money back. Don't fight them for it. It's silly. It's $7. So anyways, once again, like what we were talking about before with Jim, the crazy guitar player that was making bad courses, we want to push some other buttons in this. We're pushing some other buttons in this. Final thoughts. Now, I have a couple things kind of going on here. We're going to kind of dig a little bit more into psychology on the sales page since they already know what the offer is now. If they're still reading this and still haven't bought, there's something in their head. There's some big elephant in the room that is still persistent in their head that they haven't just clicked the button to buy yet. We're trying to get to the bottom of that, okay? So usually what I do in this thing is I push some pain of saying, hey, final thoughts. Ultimately, you have 4 options. You only have 4 choices here. You could learn alone, which is sad. It's sad. Learning alone on YouTube. It takes time finding a credible YouTube guy or gal. Time watching the videos. Watch for like 50 freaking hours to like finally get your first song going. And then sure enough, you didn't get the results you wanted and you gave up because you didn't have somebody that actually taught you how to play. You were just like trying to like learn, self-teach yourself, okay? Same thing with this, learning alone with an expensive course, full training course. Maybe it's starting at like $2,000 or something like that, where you buy this like crazy, like wild course from like the actual guys from Metallica. But the problem is that there's no mentorship. They just give you the course and it's really awesome because it's from like this big, awesome, like master guitar dude, but there's no like mentorship. So like, once again, you spend 100 hours, you spend tons of money and you give up. Same thing with paying someone. Now this is like if you go and get local lessons and it's like whatever price point or whatever product that you guys have, obviously you're going to put your stuff into this. I'm giving you ideas here. This is why this is a pro funnel, by the way. I fill all this stuff out. You can't get this from buying a chintzy template online, okay? And alone, my offer is $7 freaking dollars, okay? I put a lot of effort into this, guys, so that you can see exactly what should go here. I want you to appreciate that. Like, I put a lot of effort into like actually thinking about this offer. I was like, I literally, if you sell guitar lessons, you could just launch this and start selling guitar lessons, okay? So I don't encourage you to do that, by the way, because then everyone's going to be selling the same like weird page and it's just going to be really weird. That would be really weird. And it's not going to work anyways because then it would be saturated. Anyways, here's all the problems with paying someone else. Instructor only has a small amount of experience, spending money, wasting time driving, like all these things, right? But now that we have all this pain, and like all these problems, and they've already done the YouTube, they've already done the expensive course, they've already done the lessons. Well, with Guitar Master, it's different. First off, 100% risk-free guarantee, 30-day money back. If you don't learn your first song in 7 days, we give you your $7 back, period. That actually would be my offer. I should add that in. Guitar Master costs less than $7, less than a cup of coffee. Learn at your own speed inside the course here. You get a private lesson with Josh, access the Guitar Master group and community you get, all for $7. It's crazy. Plus, simple, to the point, step-by-step training. Learning from a 3 decades long guitar master, from the credibility that we built, just above a couple blocks above this page. 360-day email support. So if you get stuck stringing your guitar, we'll tell you that you're doing something wrong. That's how you do it. 30-day money back. Finally, I love this part. I like this part a lot. Finally, being confident enough to play the songs you actually care about. The ones that make your hair stand up on your arm. Like, I love that. Like the ones that make your hair stand up on your arm in front of your friends, family, or at your first rock show. Guys, that is good copy right there. That is good. And I wrote that. I can't give AI credit for that. I actually wrote that. Like, ooh, look at me. I wrote that. But we're having fun in here, okay? If these are guys or gals learning how to play the guitar, the feeling. Like, it's psychology. The ones that make your hair stand up on your arm. Like the songs that you actually care about that makes your hair stand up on your arm. Like when you hear that awesome song, your hair stands up on your arm. Like, we're not just talking talking about features and benefits now. Now we're actually painting a picture inside of their brain. Like with psychology, they know what that feeling is, okay? If you can really, and this is just more on the expert level of copywriting, if you can do stuff like that and actually paint images in people's minds, plus get the benefits right, and have a really good product that actually does work, you win every time. I've been doing this for a long time, guys. So like, I know essentially what I'm kind of looking for on this page. Now, again, like if you guys come in and you're like, well, Craig, I don't know if I could write copy that good. Well, that's okay, because you got your friend AI. So what do? You just copy this, go copy this, drop it into Grok or ChatGPT and say, hey, rewrite this, rewrite all of this, but instead of for a guitar product, write it for a metal pen, write it for a coupon to get a free slice of pizza, write it for like whatever it may be. And it'll help you rewrite it. And then you can just, tweak it a little bit, right? It takes seconds. You don't have to like put on your thinking cap and redo it. Like I do, just because I can free type a little bit faster than I can grok it. But I just know what I'm looking for. And this, guitar, selling guitar courses, like this is the easiest sales page I could think of. So that being said, what I'm trying to say is you do not need to be a master of copy and by any means. I showed you guys some of my previous offers. That luggage tag offer, the coffee was horrendous. And the thing did over $10,000 in 30 days. like it was crazy. Like it was like, we sold like 4,200 units. I think it was over 4,000 units. Okay. The copy was horrible. The page was horrible, but the luggage tag itself was very desirable. It was very desirable. It was a free plus shipping model, right? And it was very desirable. People really wanted it. Okay. The copy really wasn't that good though. Okay. So you don't have to be the world's best copywriter to get results. You do not. You don't. That's the cool part about it. Okay. And you have this awesome pro funnel all put together for you. And this will give you a huge leg up. This, like, again, if you guys haven't picked this up yet, I don't even know what you're doing. Why are you even watching this video? Click the link below and get this funnel and add this funnel into your collection and get this thing launched by this afternoon. Again, click the link below. No pitch or anything like that in this video. We've only said that like 10 times. But again, it's a well put together pro funnel, no doubt. Next, my favorite part, probably your favorite part, this is the offer stack in itself, right? This is the stack of everything that's included. Ultimately, the choice is yours. This unbelievable low price won't last long. Usually, I put together all the values, whatever that is, 800 and 1,000, 2,000, whatever dollars. Only $7, right? You get this, you get this, you get this. All these things. Show them everything they get. Just list the whole thing out. If this thing is a page long, it's a page long, okay? You can put the price on the bottom if you want to. I like it. I kind of like it on the top because it's $7. But tell them everything that they're getting. You're saying, oh, it's not $400. How could this be worth $497? Mr. Lead, look, you're getting a 21-step video course. You're getting this is where we usually are listing features, by the way. You're getting 4 guitar songs. You're getting 6 acoustic songs. You're getting this. You're getting this. You're getting the bonuses. You're getting this other course. All these things, blah, blah, blah. One-time payments, 365-day support. You're getting the community. All these things. Is that not worth $497? Totally is worth $497. You're getting it for $7. You're getting it for $7. You're getting all that for $7. Make it like you're giving away the whole freaking farm. That's why I'm talking my brains out and my throat really hurts from this video, because I've been talking so much nonstop because my offer is $7. And why am I doing that? Because I want to get people into my offer, break even on ads, and then ascend them up my value ladder, which is exactly what you guys should be doing as well. And this is how you do it. You start with a low ticket offer and you offer all these things. You give away the whole freaking farm. People are just, they have to buy it. If they leave this page, they're gonna dream about it. You want them to dream about it, like, oh my goodness, I lost that offer. I can't believe that I passed up on that $7. I could be like, I could have learned, how to play the guitar by now. Like, I could have learned how to play the guitar by now, but I didn't take them up on that 7. It'll eat at them. And sure enough, guess what happens the next day? Well, guess what? They get their email saying, hey man, you haven't taken me up on that $7 freaking order yet. And they're like, oh man, I'm going to do it. And they click on that email. Guess what they buy? This is how it's done, guys. This is how it's done. Let's keep moving on. You saw this one before. So take me up on this or do nothing. Go watch Netflix and never become a rock star. Lame. Add some comedy in it. Like it's fun. Like in it. It also, this is, I forget the term. I'll have to come back to it. I forget. I'm loss of words, right? Not loss of words, not really. Essentially, this is a blocker or whatever. It's a psychology thing. It's like, it makes them like, what? Like, what did he just say? Go watch Netflix. Like it stops them for a second, right? I can't think of like what I'm saying here. It's like a psychology thing. Throw them off a little bit is what I'm saying. I used to have one on my page that said "Holy guacamole," and it was a picture of an avocado. It's like, what the heck is this? Like, why is this avocado on a sales page? It says "Holy guacamole." It's silly. It's to break them out of what is it called? Something loop. Can't think of it. I don't know. It throws them off a little bit, and it gets them to pay attention once again. Okay, because we need attention. So if they still have not bought yet, we're gonna finish this thing up by giving a bunch of warnings, scarcity. This thing might, you're going to get all this stuff, but it's going to go away soon. It's going to increase in price soon. The links might go dead, whatever it may be. This is where you push. If you guys really actually want to push scarcity the right way, you'd put, hey, this offer lights out at March 4th at midnight. This offer is gone. It increases on March 4th at midnight to $299. Like, if you put a date and a time, people freak, especially in those last few minutes. People freak out. Unfortunately, it's not as evergreen then, and you have to like go back in and change the dates or whatever. Like, if you're like doing that kind of thing. But if it's like a Cyber Monday offer or something like that, you have like a timer on the top or something like that. Yeah, like that's real scarcity then. Okay. So I just break down essentially, like what they're missing out on. I really push the pain points of like what's going to happen if they miss out on, and the price is going to go up. They're going to lose it. Make sure that you buy it. Frequently asked questions. Look at that. We made it. Holy freaking crap. We made it. Frequently asked questions. I'll just kind of like, get down to the bottom of this, and it's very simple. First off, before I go further, I told you earlier in this video about a free software called Hotjar. Okay. We could even go there. Hotjar.com. Guys, sign up for this thing. It's free. It's for heat map tracking. You can see where the person moves the mouse on the page, and you can actually see a video recording of them like scrolling through the page. It's really cool. But why am I bringing this up right now? Because if you have that little piece of code, you just copy and paste and put it on your site. If you have that piece of code on here, you can see which questions they click on. This is interesting because you can get some intel going. So if they come down this page and you say, hey, I've tried lessons before. Why is this different? If they click on this, but don't click on anything else, well, guess what? You see that. You see that in the video on Hotjar, right? And it says, I have tried lessons before. Why is this different? And if you see a lot of people clicking on the same thing, that's like, I don't know, like about you know, if it's for newbies or advanced, or like, why is this thing different? Well, you use that to your advantage. You now know that people, their pain points, they've tried lessons before. Why is this different? So maybe you should then talk about that a little bit more on the sales page up above. You know, this is like, you can learn from people and what they're clicking on, right? So I hope that makes sense. This will really help your sales page. It's a super ninja hack there for you. Okay. We got one final button, inverted. I like the black color. This looks super slick. Not all sales pages have to be ugly. This one looks pretty freaking good. I like it. I like it. Add in your logo and bingo bango. Guys, let's hop back up to the old top. That is the sales page. Not only is that a sales page, that is the Rockstar V2 sales page. And if you want to pick this one up, you've heard me say it a trillion times, you're going to get all these pages starting at $7. And I don't know what you're doing. If you don't have this, you just click on the link below. It's actually quite simple. You click on the link below and you can have this loaded into your account in just one click. And the sales page, no joke. That's no joke of a sales page. And that is on our pro plan and our elite level when you come in and hop in. You know, I have a very similar, as you can see, offer igniter system. It's very similar, right? It's very similar to the Rockstar page. And it's because I know it works, and this is what I use, and this is what I run ads on, and this is one of my many, many offers that I have. Okay? Guys, let me bring this thing back to good old FaceTime. Holy freaking smokes. I've been talking, I don't even know how long this video got. I told you, I don't even know where I'm looking. I told you, make sure you go walk the dog, get some coffee. This one is going to be a long one. But if you guys made it all the way through this training video, I want you to at least watch it once through so you can kind of like get a feel, if you've never done this thing before, a feel of traditionally what a sales page looks like, how to use one, how to build one out. And luckily everything's all, you know, if you picked up the template, that is, it's all put together for you all in one place. But everything is in a specific order as you go down the page. You know, you start with the headline and that gets into the next section. And then that section hooks them and gets them to the next section. And that section hooks them and gets them to the next section. And that's how it works, okay? You want to do it that way because we don't just want people to fly all the way down to the page. Like I've been, you know, saying kind of like throughout this entire thing. We want them to just be hooked on each one of those sections. And that is how you create a high converting sales page. You can very easily take my stuff out, copy and paste it into Grok or an AI of your choice and have them just write the copy for you, right? You should be able to have this thing done. Like I want you to have this thing done in an afternoon. I do not want you to spend weeks and weeks, months, freaking years putting together your very first SLO funnel, okay? I want you to get this thing up so you can start sending traffic to it with paid ads or free social and get some results. Get some results. That's all I want you to do, okay? So can't do that though if you don't have the funnel. So click the link below and, you know, like again, pick up the funnel and then you have it and it'll save you a bunch of time and money. And if you start putting this thing together and you run into problems or you have questions, something I didn't cover in the course, you launch this thing and it just totally flops and it doesn't work for some reason, well, just hop into Funnel Visions and every single week we meet live every single Wednesday and I'll be adding some more days. And plus, you're also getting a whole bunch of other funnels. I didn't even touch on that, and I don't really want to like go all into this, but there's like 10 other funnels in there, pro funnels as I call them, that are just like the one that you're on now. You get so much in there. There's like 10 funnels. We meet every single week. You have a much more private community where you can talk about, you can get more direct access to me essentially, and you can tag me. And there's not, you know, so many people in there, so you just get more access to me. But if you have any problems with trying to get this thing set up, trying to figure it out, whatever you get stuck on, or if you just want to come and hang out and just see what other people are doing, join me in Funnel Visions, right? Join me in Funnel Visions. I can't wait to meet you inside of there. And that's essentially what I have for this video. So I've got some links below there, below this video for you guys. So make sure you check those out and we'll see you on the inside. See you later, guys.